Hello and welcome back to Amuck Studios. This week I need a fast project. I just need to feel like I've got something made this week. I'm still working on those charms. I did not finish those last 4, but that has got to be done this week. But today I just wanted to come down to the studio and make a little hoop earring. I never used to like wearing small earrings, and I've been wearing the little heart studs that I made a couple years ago, and I wear them all the time and I'm really loving them. So I wanted to make myself another small pair of earrings. So today I'm just going to take some 24 gauge brass. I'm going to get an oval template, some of my favorite metal stamps, and I'm going to make a quick pair of hoop earrings. Okay, I just picked out a size of oval that will give me lots of space to stamp on, but yet not be too large. I don't want them to be too wide. And I'm just going to draw a few on here, and then I can take this metal to the bench shear and cut that off. I'm going to put my stamps on here before I cut it out, so that when I cut it out I get a nice smooth oval. If I were to cut this shape out first and then stamp, I would have real wavy edges because the stamps would push the edge out, which sometimes I do like that and I do it on purpose, but this time I want the edge to be nice and smooth and to maintain that oval shape. And I'm not going for a precise design, it's just going to be kind of a wild stamp wherever. And when I'm stamping, I'll keep this kind of at an angle and hit it, and then I'll rock it in all directions, and then when I'm done I'll hit it straight down. I'm also not trying to stay within the oval because I don't mind if some of the designs get cut off. Just a very loose design, something quick. Whoops. Let's see. And then every once in a while I'll flip it over, tap that back out to flatten it. I'm going to take one of my larger stamps and go into the center here. Okay, I think I've got this filled up enough. And I'm going to give it a light tap to flatten it out just a little bit. And then we can go back over to the bench and saw this out. I'm going to take these over to the jewel tool and clean up the edges. See if it's got, you know, a rough cut edge. My new favorite disc on the jewel tool are these scratch erasers. They don't remove metal like sandpaper. It's more like a high-speed burnishing. It just kind of smooths and pushes the metal. Makes a really nice edge. Hi, Victor. Hi. So I kind of went across the entire back side too, because it'll get rid of some of those stamp marks, the little tiny lines that it picks up from the anvil. It will kind of smooth those out. And if you're using a thicker metal to stamp on, which I prefer thicker than this 24 gauge, you can almost get rid of the marks on the back. Next I want to drill a hole that I'm going to solder the ear post into, but I want to measure. So I'm using my drill gauge, and it's a little bit smaller than the last size here, which is a 60. So I'm going to use a number 61 drill bit and drill the hole for the post to be soldered into. Let's see, let's make a little divot with a punch so that our drill bit has a little groove to get started. Okay. That's even a little bit loose, but that's a pretty good fit. And now I can solder the post into it. It'll have a much stronger connection as opposed to just soldering straight to the top of the brass. So let's take this over to the soldering bench. Okay, I have this set up and I've just got the post sitting inside of the hole. Just going to use the little Big Shot, oops, can't get it in there. It's the Big Shot propane torch. Warm it up, and I'm going to spray it with some flux. And I have a couple of chips of solder setting here to the side, and I'm just going to use medium. Actually, I think we need a little more gas. Let's see. Got a really nice solder, and I can just come along on the back side and sand down the little bit that's protruding from the back. And then the scratch eraser would be a great thing to run back over this again, and that would smooth up that post that's sticking out. Grabbing the scratch eraser. I'm going to switch over to the polishing and go ahead and clean up the back side, which will be the inside of the hoop. I'm just going to form these on my ring bender from Pepe Tools. And I'm starting with the 16. This is really thin enough, I can just kind of bend it with my finger as well while I'm holding that in there. Oops. Okay, we're a little bit crooked. There we go. I think I might just stay at that size and not go any smaller. Okay, now we can bend the part where the post is, bring that down. Before I bend this tip, I'm going to give the ear wire a little twist just to work harden it. All I've done is bent that over. And I'm just grabbing it from below the post, trying to keep that straight and bending. That post wasn't quite centered. Now I can go back and clean the front. I'm going to put the scratch eraser back on and give the front a quick one over. go. A quick little pair of hoop earrings with some stamp patterns. Could be as detailed or as loose as you'd like. Now I can say I got something done today. Although it doesn't make up for 2 days of not getting anything done in the studio. But, neat little pair of earrings. I think I'll play around with this idea a little bit more. I think I'll try a little heavier gauge. I wasn't sure if 22 gauge would be too heavy for this, but I don't think it would be. And then I'd get an even better stamping. You'd get a little more depth. So I think it's worth playing around with a little bit more. Simple hoop earrings. We'll see you next week.